So guys, the 3-lesson challenge. Benni nominated me to do this tag. I've got more than 3. I'll start with the first one. Sunflowers. I've cut them down, by the way. Sunflowers, don't plant them in your garden beds if they're giant sunflowers, because they will take all the light. Yes, rather obvious one, but that's a lesson I learned this year. I will plant giant sunflowers next year. I will just plant them somewhere else. Lesson 2, which probably should have been lesson 1, it was the earliest lesson I learned this year, was if you're going to get a frost, fleece your cherry tree. One of the things I learned is if I get a late frost, I'm going to cover this cherry tree in fleece, because I can. It's espaliered, and what happened was it bloomed, put a lot of small cherries on, and we had a frost that lasted for like 2 or 3 days, and it burnt all the cherries, and it dropped most of them when they were small, and dropped all but about half a dozen which survived when they got to ripe. It damaged like nearly all of them, and it would have been a good crop. So I'm going to fleece that next year if we get that sort of weather. It was the time when I fleeced everything in here, which was Naked Gardener's Day, I think it were. Lesson 3. Grow more broccoli. Grow more broccoli. Next for fall, $7.50 a head. Half the size of that. Not quite half the size, but almost half the size. Reason being, my children have now got into broccoli. Amazing. I did have some bad luck. I did have a lot of plants. A lot of them got took by the mole crickets when they were transplanted. So that happens, but make sure I've got enough plants for a spring and autumn planting of broccoli. Oh yes, and another one is always listen to your partner, or ask your partner when planting. 2 things I didn't do this year were Brussels sprouts and garlic, and I've got a sprout t-shirt. This is a Beatles one, but yeah, my wife likes Brussels sprouts. I do too now, from what I've had from gardening myself, and garlic. I should have done. I've got some red Russian now, again from Willie. But I did also buy some Casablanca when I were in Germany the other day. And while I was in Germany, I bought a couple of other things. I bought myself some more garlic. Now these are quite small, but they're called Casablanca. Anybody grown them before, let me know. I'm obviously going to grow them with the red Russians, what Willie sent me. But they are quite small. They're planting them in a couple of weeks. And I also bought myself some horsebean. Now that cost me no it wasn't, it was $6.25 for that bag, which that is basically horn and hoof. Yeah, it's 100% bio. It takes about 12 months as well to release its goodness, so it's good stuff in that respect. 12% nitrogen. But here, same bag, 20 francs, which I think it's, I'm not sure whether frank's stronger or less than €1, but it was a lot cheaper. If I'd thought about it, I should have bought about 5 bags. So I will do more garlic this year. And another very important, unrelated to gardening lesson I learned last Monday. After driving my wife's car for the last few weeks, I've been having to go, I've been doing a course in Aarau, so I've been taking my car because my wife needs hers, but we've been swapping, but I've been 99% driving my wife's car, and on my way home the fuel light came on. I drove into the petrol station and filled it up with petrol. Now unfortunately my car is diesel My wife's car is petrol. So I would just didn't think about it. Took the fed cap off, put the filler in, filled it up, click, full car, absolutely brimmed it with petrol. I pushed it off the forecourt, paid for the petrol, pushed it off the forecourt, and luckily I found a local garage that come and picked it up, took the tank off, drained the tank, changed the filters, and got him it back the same evening because I really needed it the next day. It was a very expensive lesson. And now I've got to nominate 3 people. Now the 3 people I'd like to nominate would be Bill and Val. That don't count as 2, that's just 1 nomination. I'd like to nominate Digwell Greenfingers, because he's a very good grower, and even we all learn stuff, don't we, every year. And I'd also like to nominate Nick and Nick's allotment, who did the Sunflower Challenge. Again, we all learn things. It'd be interesting to see what he learned this year. And while I'm here, I want to show you this. It's my pair. It's my one and only pair, but it's my first pair. It's the best pair I've ever had. I'm in 2 minds whether to eat it myself or split it between all 5 of us. We will see. So guys, if you made it this far, then please drop a comment in. But there's a little bit of bonus stuff. I'm going to try and cultivate some oyster mushrooms, and they're rather forgiving apparently. So I'm going to try it, and here's where I've started. There is more film. I will update it in 2 weeks and let you know how it is going or went. I'll let you go on with it. Nice to be nice. Share it if you like it. That would really help. Drop a comment in or a thumbs up. That also helps. It's nice to be nice. I was in Germany yesterday. It was raining here, and we went and did a bit of shopping, and I spotted these oyster mushrooms. Now what I've got here is some cardboard, some normal brown cardboard and some egg boxes. This is in boiling water. I've covered it over. I'm sterilising them, and what I'm going to attempt to do is grow a culture from these mushrooms on cardboard in these 2 boxes. And if I can potentially then grow mushrooms on straw. So that's them done. Today is the 3rd of October, so I'm going to leave them for 2 weeks. I'm not going to open them. Apparently you don't need to burp them at this point, so I'll get back to you and show you what's happening when I first open them.